Hi, my name is Bill McMillan, coming to you in 3D. When not giving reporters grief through time-honored management techniques that sometimes include hollering, I'm tormenting students like you who try to tell me that they have to miss class because their grandma died. Can you really have 8 grandmas die in one semester? It's a burden, but being a media manager is no piece of cake. It's more like a sandwich. Audio-visual. The upper slice is the publisher hollering at you for stories that beat the competition without using any money in the budget. And the bottom slice represents reporters, all those Hemingways who think their stories don't need editing. And as a manager, you are in the middle. Peanut butter spread too thin. Your hair will thin too. Why embark on this torture? Because every day is crazy fun for news junkies who need that daily fix. Why do they promote you? Mainly because you can handle the daily pressure of putting out a newspaper, TV news show, or an online site without A, killing other people, or B, killing yourself. Let's break it down into 3 topics. That's 3. When teachers tell you that with PowerPoint, you pray the third point will come as fast as the car is roaring for a space in the UM-Flint parking lot. Okay, number 1, the budget. You cannot balance your own checkbook, but you are expected to make sure an $8 million budget stays in the black. That means managing overtime even when a plane crashes at Metro or Kwame texts Christine. Your boss cuts out the Red Wings playoff run travel money, hoping they don't make it. And when they get to the Stanley Cup Finals, you learn either to pad your budget with events you know you will not cover, like English rules rugby, or beg the boss to steal the cash for features. Features. They are such suckers. Those business guys are just too savvy. Who needs to cover Lady Gaga anyway? All you do is run a picture of her. Next, personnel. The first thing you learn is that when you are on deadline, everyone swears at everyone. Do not take it personally when you are called a son of a something by an underling. You usually make up for it after the heat of the battle. One thing you have to do as a manager is do evaluations. It's easy to do for your superstar. Not so easy for the slacker who has grand illusions of his or her talent. Here's my theory. Do not talk by email. Talk in person. When your reporter files a grievance, they tend to save the good emails and lose the bad ones. A paper trail is bad, and email can be misunderstood. Old-fashioned non-tweeting give and take is good and clears up fogginess. On a sad part, I have fired people. It's not good for the company, it's not good for you, and it's not good for the person. It just causes too much turmoil. So you stay on top of performance so you can try to salvage a floundering employee. We all like no surprises, unless we're winning the lottery or we get an extra candy bar in the vending machine. By the way, that's ethical. That's an ethical dilemma. I share and spread the candy bar. That way I spread the guilt. Number 3, managing the news. I hate to say it, but this is not a 9-to-5 job. Sometimes it's a 7-day job, 7-day-a-week job, and sometimes it's all night. And you can be guaranteed that a disaster will happen while you're floating on Lake Huron with a beer in your hand at 8:30 on a hot August night. That is what happened when Northwest Flight 255 crashed in 1987. It was a tragic thing. 156 people died when the plane disintegrated on Middle Belt, not far from the McDonald's. One 4-year-old girl survived. No one's ever talked to her. I did not leave the office for a week. As a manager, you have to know how to deploy people, make sure photo and graphics are on board, and the online people are constantly fed. You have to be decisive, a cheerleader, a screamer. We all tire out, but you can't. Leading by example is a cliche, but a true cliche. and praise. That is the most important ingredient to managing. One that we forget too much while everything is swirling around in controlled chaos. Oh, and pizza. When the dust settles after the election, or you put out an instant 12-page Bo Schembechler special tribute section, buy the troops some pop and pizza. Now, how do you pay for it? Come on. You got money stashed under the heading of ink cartridge supplies in the budget. Mama didn't raise no fool. But she still wonders how I can manage 200 people when I couldn't seem to wear the same color of socks every day. I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank Jenny. And if you have any problems, concerns, unless you need money, you can email me at UM-Flint under the faculty directory. Now, I've got to go teach a sports writing class. Today we're going to cover about how to write a Lions victory story. Maybe not. See you later.